fintech fund with a seed capital of $100 million. That is about 1.5 billion Ghana cedis to attract additional private sector funding and to support Ghanaian startups, developing payments and financial services solutions, especially focused on region-wide explorable solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, we will also be implementing a digital residency, that is e-residency, for businesses and individuals in tech firms to register and operate within Ghana. We are also going to be implementing a 5-year digital nomad visa and work permit to attract global tech talents to domicile and work from Ghana, appointing also, ladies and gentlemen, a digital ambassador whose role will be to develop new external markets for Ghanaian digital talents and products, digital services. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll also be implementing comprehensive data interoperability across government platforms to enhance transparency and streamline services. We'll be pushing further Ghana's leadership, led by my boss, Ghana's leadership role in achieving cross-border mobile and selling within Africa's 1.4 billion consumer market. Ladies and gentlemen, we will also be creating a marketplace to streamline the e-levy as well as taxes on mobile phones. We are also going to ensure in this digital economy that we are building that the Ghana card will not be required, that for any person who holds a Ghana card, you will not be required to fill a form to get a passport. You will just be required to pay your fee because all the information is on the Ghana card. Ladies and gentlemen, working with industry players, we intend to make Ghana a world-class. And now come to our natural resources. Ladies and gentlemen, as president, the next NPP will usher Ghana into a golden age. Our benefits from our natural resources include formalizing and regularizing and regulation with their Ghana card. We will, in collaboration, the large mining companies convert abandoned shafts into community mining schemes. We will also open new community mining schemes and district mining communities with deletion and replanting. We will also set up in collaboration with the private sector. We will also conduct an audit of all concessions with various licenses, being an exporter of raw materials, an importer of finished products, to producing what we consume and adding value to our raw materials and farm produce. The Akufo-Addo-led government set out in 2017 to find solutions by introducing transformational policies such as one factory and shared prosperity for Ghanaians. The vulnerabilities in the structure of the Ghanaian economy remain and were heavily exposed by the global crisis of 2020 to 2022. The crisis hit us really hard. I approached my boss when we had this crisis, as I saw our foreign exchange reserves continually dwindling. I approached my boss and suggested a novel way as a solution to the shortage of foreign exchange. I proposed that we leverage on gold to produce directly in exchange for the essential goods we import. He gave me the go-ahead to pilot the one critical import, petroleum products, the shortage of which would have completely derailed our economy. And that is what resulted in gold oil. I am happy to say that the two policies that have helped rescue the economy from catastrophe in the recent crisis were the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program, which I proposed, and the Gold for Oil program. The pilot, these two policies, the pilot has worked for a number of companies and has worked for the countries. Some companies which wanted to repatriate dividends and couldn't do so because of foreign exchange constraints have suddenly been able to do so because of the gold purchase program. We have thus found a solution in the midst of this crisis and bringing together the pilot of this gold for oil and gold purchase programs with the gold purchase program. Put simply, if, for example, a company wants dollars, we will take their cedis and we will buy gold and we will give them their foreign currency. The gold purchase program will therefore provide the anchor that our local currency has always lacked. Ladies and gentlemen, going forward, I want to build.
What is this?
For Ghana. In the advanced economies, workers are able resource, including modern equipment and state-of-the-art workshops, the Public Works Department, PWD, to be the primary government agency responsible for maintenance of public infrastructure across the country. We will fully implement and expand the District Road Improvement Program, under which the local governments have been supplied with equipment to help maintain roads in their districts. This District Road Improvement Project was the brainchild of the NPP government and not anybody else. We have brought it and nobody should try to claim credit for it. Through partnerships with the private sector investors, we'll develop the railway network across the country based on the master plan with strategic focus on the western and eastern lines in the medium term. These two lines are of high economic importance and will be prioritized for development and completion under my government by the grace of God. Eastern and western railway lines. We will facilitate the establishment by the private sector of a maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility at the Tamale Airport to develop into an aviation cargo, horticultural cargo, and logistics hub. We will also commence the development of the much talked about by us in our last manifesto, the development of the Cape Coast Airport, for which funding has been secured under the Korean $2 billion facility, which will serve both the central and the western regions. In collaboration with the private sector, we will also build an airport in the Upper East region. We will achieve other healthcare professionals with improved conditions of service, and will bring healthcare services to your doorstep by completing the digitalization of public healthcare institutions under the e-health project. Under the e-health project, we have digitalized all the patient records in all teaching hospitals, all the regional hospitals, and all the district hospitals. So today, if you are referred from Wa to Kolebu, you don't need to bring a folder. You just bring your ID number, the doctor in Kolebu will enter your ID number, and all your records will be there for the doctor to see. We expect that by next year, we'll cover the remaining health centers and CHIPS compounds so that we have a comprehensive database. We will also scale up. Once we have done this, we are going to be scaling up telemedicine services and establishing, ladies and gentlemen, we are also going to be establishing 2 additional sites in addition to the existing 6 sites of drone delivery centers at Funsi in the Upper West region and at Kintampo. So we are establishing 2 more drone sites. And the establishment of these 2 sites will give us 100% coverage for drone delivery across all of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, we have established the National Electronic Pharmacy Platform. We have put together 2,456 pharmacies on one platform, which is working. So today, if your doctor prescribes you a medicine, you can go to the pharmacy platform, put in your medicational requirements. The platform will tell you which pharmacy near you has the medicine and what the prices are. We will make sure this platform is interoperable with all private and public facilities. We will also offer incentives to healthcare workers to be able to buy 1 vehicle each with an engine capacity of up to 1,800 cc. And we will also ensure compliance with the existing deprived area incentive package for health workers. Ladies and gentlemen, in the area of affirmative action for women and girls, we implement in full the Affirmative Action Act we recently passed. We will establish a Women's Trade Empowerment Fund, WOTEF, to support women-owned businesses. We will ensure gender parity in the award of government scholarships. And we will further improve the maternal health care program. We will pursue a Women in Diplomacy program for Ghanaian women to take more leadership roles in international organizations. And we will ensure that existing sexual harassment laws are strictly enforced. We'll also be enabling seamlessly enter the workforce by prioritizing in partnership with the private sector the establishment of daycare centers near workplaces, including marketplaces. We will enforce existing regulations on maternity leave governance as well. In the area of education, ladies and gentlemen, my government will increase the stock of student accommodation in our universities and other public tertiary institutions to address the housing deficit on our campuses and make them affordable. We will introduce a free tertiary scholarship for persons with disability to remove the financial barriers to pursuing their educational goals. On scholarships, we will integrate the scholarship databases across all the public sector institutions managing such schemes to ensure full visibility and transparency. We will expand eligibility for the student loan scheme to include all post-secondary students, including certificate and diploma programs. We will prioritize and direct a significant proportion of national scholarship schemes towards training and skills development in STEM as well as other needed skills in Ghana. We will implement in full the centralized application processing tertiary institutions. Under this, you will apply once and pay has increased by 83%. We are building the foundation for a well-educated, prosperous society. With free SHS and TVET, we have achieved gender parity. More girls are getting secondary education, and the impact will be positive for society. We, as a result, will recruit more teachers at all levels with improved conditions of service. We will also continue to develop additional infrastructure for our educational institutions to meet the increased numbers. We will offer incentives also for teachers to buy one vehicle each with an engine capacity of up to 1,800 cc. Ladies and gentlemen, I come to good governance. In the area of good governance, we will, and I reiterate, we will reinstate the process of getting MMDCs elected through a universal adult suffrage to deepen decentralization and effective local governance. We will delink the creation of districts from constituencies to bring an end to the automatic increase in the size of parliament. We will institute an electoral area share of the common fund for assembly members to facilitate development at the electoral area level. And we will engage Parliament and other stakeholders, including political parties, to review the 1992 Constitution to achieve effective national development. We will provide value-based leadership predicated on values such as selflessness, excellence, ethics, justice, integrity, transparency, diligence, and accountability. In pursuit of values-based leadership and responsible citizenship, we'll formalize the relationship between the state, chiefs, faith-based organizations, and civil society organizations, and redefine and elevate their place and role in the national governance structure. We will formally designate faith-based organizations as development partners who are entitled to similar incentives. We will review Section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act to empower chiefs to strengthen local governance. And we will pay living allowances to paramount chiefs, divisional chiefs, and queen mothers. To encourage the registration of all lands and to avoid land disputes, all school lands will be registered without an initial fee payment. Payment will only be made of the registration fee when the land is sold, and then we will get our fee. But initially, all chiefs can go ahead and register stool lands without paying a fee. Ladies and gentlemen, my government will also protect Ghanaian cultural and family values. Dealing with corruption is my next area of focus. Ladies and gentlemen, all governments have struggled with the canker of corruption in our society. People have been killed for corruption, and people have been jailed for corruption, but yet it persists. My view is that corruption operates in darkness, and we need to deal with it through openness and transparency, and through digitalization. Our approach so far has been to deal with corruption after it occurs. My approach to deal with corruption before it occurs. Digitalization is the vehicle. The Ghana card has enabled us basically to eliminate ghost workers from the Controller and Accountant General payroll, also from the SNIT payroll and the National Service payroll. Using the Ghana card and the elimination of ghost workers in SNIT and the National Service Scheme, we have saved 800 million Ghana cedis in just these two institutions. One of the most potent weapons against corruption is transparency. Many corrupt activities are cash-based. Apart from the obvious benefits of moving in the direction of a cashless society, the literature does indicate that more electronic payments are used in transactions as opposed to cash. The more that is done, the more there is traceability, and therefore the less corruption. I would like to bring Ghana close to a cashless economy in the shortest possible time. So far, a lot of progress in this direction by putting in place a lot of payment systems and infrastructure. These include mobile money interoperability, merchant interoperability, the universal QR code payment system, the GH-Link debit card, eSwitch, Ghana Pay. We have put in place the necessary infrastructure to go cashless as a country. Recently, the Bank of Ghana has completed a pilot of the digital version of the Ghana cedi. It's a few weeks or so. This is known as the Central Bank Digital Currency, or the e-cedi. The e-cedi is designed to work online and offline and will be launched by the Bank of Ghana in due course. The e-cedi will be the ultimate weapon in our fight against corruption because it will provide transparency, reduce the risk of fraud, robbery, tax avoidance, and money laundering, since it will be easy to track the movement of money and identify suspicious activity. The e-cedi will quicken the pace of Ghana's move towards a cashless or a near cashless society. We will also, ladies and gentlemen, implement blockchain technology and smart contracts for secure data exchange and transparent government services. Employing a distributed ledger technology improves transparency and efficiency. This will make all government transactions permanently traceable and not subject to alteration. I want Ghana to be the first country in Africa and one of the few in the whole world to become an all-government blockchain government. Ladies and gentlemen, in the area of care for the elderly, we will pass the An-Aging Act for the care and protection of the elderly. We will promote geriatric care training programs to address the growing need for elder care. We'll implement policies on the establishment of home care, nursing homes, and rehabilitation services, including assisted living and community living. We will create elder-specific social assistance schemes for all international visitors to Ghana to make visa acquisition fast and convenient for visitors. We will roll out a visa-free policy for all African nationals and visiting Ghana. We will also establish a travel protocol in partnership. We will also, in partnership with the private sector, establish a streaming and digital management platform for Ghanaian content developers in the creative arts. We'll also establish a secretariat, which will be an agency under the ministry responsible for sport in collaboration with other stakeholders, such as the GE Sports Federations, school sports, by establishing a Ghana School Sports Secretariat to create more opportunities for young people in sports and collaborate with international bodies, as I said, to make Ghana a hub for emerging sports. Ladies and gentlemen, in the area of protecting our borders, we will not complete the 15 forward operating bases at our border frontiers of Ghana. This will allow the military to swiftly respond to any external hostilities and threats posed by terrorists in the sub-region. We will continue equipping Ghana's security services to build their capability in protecting the nation. And we will also focus on equipping the prison service as well as the fire service. We will deepen the cooperation of our neighboring states and the international community in the fight against violent extremism. We'll recruit and deploy 20,000 more security personnel to enhance the visibility and strengthen the human resources of our security services. To make our neighborhoods safe, we are going to roll out 50,000 more anti-crime cameras, the CCTVs. And so far, we have rolled out about 11,000 CCTVs. But many districts and regions, fully covered. National development plan for which we can find consensus in areas such as healthcare, industrialization, and so on. I will support such a consensus national development plan. Specifically, I propose that we can amend Article 87 of the 1992 Constitution, as well as the NDPC Act, Act 479, to mandate political manifestos, political party manifestos, and consequently the economic and social policies of government, as well as budgets, to be aligned to agreed broad contours in specific centers. The current constitution was designed to deepen democratic decentralization, ex gratia, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to build a nation that cares for and invests in the vulnerable, like persons with disabilities, the aged, the street kids, the lepers, cerebral palsy patients, and so on. And the private sector. My government will also focus on special needs. To start with, we will recruit 1,000 special needs teachers and retrain teachers on how to work with special needs students. We will also train more speech and language therapists and occupational and behavioral therapists. We will also set a quota for the recruitment of persons with disabilities in all government recruitment, and also provide incentives for the private sector to recruit persons with disabilities. Now to the youth of our country, kindly lend me your ears. I have been to you, and I have listened to your concerns and soaked your aspirations. I want to assure you that I am for you. Our nation is at a crossroads. We are preparing to elect a new president in December 2024, and I believe I will serve you better as your next leader. I am a problem-solving leader. In the last 7 years, I have, with the blessings of President Nana Akufo-Addo, led and championed initiatives to address some of the fundamental problems in the public service delivery area. I possess the integrity you require in your next president. I believe that the Almighty has blessed me with a fortitude of character to ensure the implementation of bold solutions for our future. My track record of public service and in international development is public knowledge. My entire career, from academia through to the Bank of Ghana, the African Development Bank, and my current role as Vice President, has been anchored on competence, diligence, and efficient and effective management skills that have contributed to my ability to see projects through to completion. I am determined to make your future my business if you give me the mandate to serve you. My proven ability to manage and deliver results professionally and transparently sets me apart from the rest in the race. As an experienced professional with unblemished national and international credentials, I am ready to bring that expertise to bear on national governance with the sole motivation to transform. The NPP delegates resoundingly gave me the mandate to lead the party based on my performance and the delivery of major signature projects and programs and vision. Given these and my verifiable personal integrity, I humbly ask you, ladies and gentlemen, that you hand the steer to me. That you hand the steer to me to usher in a new government, a new management style that will give us additional results, a paradigm shift in how we manage our resources, and let the benefits of nationhood reach out to every member of society. With all humility, I declare that I am a visionary leader who can generate new ideas to confront problems. I have the exciting ideas for the 21st century nation. We have done well in creating jobs in the last 7 years, 2.3 million jobs, the most of any government in the Fourth Republic. However, unemployment is still a major issue amongst us. I make a firm commitment to sustain and expand the rebounding economy to address the problem of unemployment. To the Gen Zs, I am well plugged into the new world you belong, and I know the keys to press to unlock your potentials within. I am your plug to your dreams of a prosperous Ghana. I am your plug to creating opportunities and decent paying jobs. I shall offer you a problem-solving leadership built on my values of integrity, compassion, and sincerity. To this end, I have presented for your consideration our manifesto for 2024. The manifesto is giving. It is giving hope. It is giving ideas. It is giving jobs. It offers the opportunity to create a new generation of entrepreneurs through my business support initiatives. It strives to make Ghana a fully digitalized nation in which you are able to access public services with ease. It incentivizes the private sector to expand and deliver good jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that as Vice President, the policies I have championed or initiated have impacted or will impact the lives of virtually every Ghanaian. I have, with the full blessings and support of my boss, promised many groundbreaking policies that are happening for the first time in our history. These include championing the Ghana Card, Agenda 111, e-pharmacy, Ghana.gov, one constituency, one ambulance, Zongo Development Fund, paperless ports, motor insurance, database, renewal of NHIS on your mobile phone, Ghana Card number as your TIN number, SNID number, NHIS number, zip line delivery for drones, gold for oil, gold purchase program, and so on, and so on, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, through the successful implementation of these policies, I have proven to be a problem solver and a promise keeper. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the choice Ghanaians face in 2024 fundamentally is a choice between a brighter future and a bleak past. As I noted in my presentation at UPSA in February, we have to ask ourselves a number of questions in making that choice. If you want someone you can trust to come up with innovative and impactful ideas to transform Ghana, then it is Dr. Bawumia. If you want someone with personal integrity who can be trusted to fight corruption, then your choice is Dr. Bawumia. And if the person you have in mind is someone you can trust to work tirelessly and selflessly for Ghana, then it is Dr. Bawumia. If you want a leader with a proven record who you can trust to create jobs for the youth, then it is Dr. Bawumia. If you are looking for the man who has the vision and the commitment to prepare Ghana for the fourth industrial revolution, the digital revolution, then it is Dr. Bawumia. If you are looking for the man who is more committed to protecting and using the natural resources for the benefit of Ghanaians, then the answer is Dr. Bawumia. Who will be more accountable to Ghanaians? A one-term president like my opponent, or a person who can look to a long-term development of Ghana, because he will return to you after 4 years to render an account for the long term? It is Dr. Bawumia. Who can you trust? Who can you trust to protect free senior high school education? The answer is Dr. Bawumia. Who has demonstrated to the development, who has demonstrated a commitment to the development of deprived communities like our inner city communities and the Zongo communities? It is Dr. Bawumia. Who can you trust? Who can you trust to provide bold solutions to improve our economy, create jobs, and improve social protection? It is Dr. Bawumia. Ladies and gentlemen, I am determined to make a difference, a positive difference. I am determined to use the experience I have earned over the last 7 to 8 years, from the challenges and the priorities we have tackled, from the successes we have chalked, to the hard work to succeed with you on the priorities that I have laid before you today. I will work for you, with honesty and integrity, with wisdom and decisiveness. I have clarity of mind as to what I want to do from day one as president. I will not ask you for a honeymoon to cool off and think about what to do with the responsibility you give me. I am prepared and ready to serve. You know what I stand for. You know my vision. I believe in the ingenuity of the Ghanaian. Together we can succeed in building a progressive society of possibilities, enterprise, compassion, open opportunities, and shared prosperity for every Ghanaian, born rich or poor, born in the north or the south, born Christian or Muslim, born a girl or a boy, a leper or a disabled person. I have never been president of Ghana before. I am presenting myself to you for the first time to ask for your precious vote to serve you as your president and to continue the development agenda of the NPP. When you make me president, inshallah, I will implement my own vision that I have outlined. In all humility,